Today we're roasting a marinated shoulder of lamb in the Ember wood fire oven and serving it up with some herby cannellini bean ragu. First up, let's start with the lamb shoulder. I'm using a whole lamb shoulder on the bone here, but this is just personal preference. Feel free to get a boned and rolled shoulder, this will work just as well. To make it easier to cook and to maximise the impact of our marinade, I'm going to score it all over to create these rather large diamonds in the meat, which will give us lots of crispy bits later on. Now let's make the marinade for the lamb. We're going to take pink peppercorns and black peppercorns and grind them down into a fine powder in a pestle and mortar. Once they're crushed, grab a food processor and add the sliced shallots, garlic cloves, capers, anchovies and the crushed peppercorn. Then add freshly picked rosemary, thyme and mint to the food processor along with some light brown sugar and the zest and juice of a lemon, and to finish it off with some olive oil. Blitz everything together into a fine paste, and once smooth, transfer to a container and put to one side. When you're ready, smooth the marinade over the prepared lamb shoulder and massage it in to get it right into all those scores. Then cover the lamb with some tin foil and get ready to put it into the Ember wood oven. Get some wood wool firelighters lit and top with some hardwood and get the whole thing into the oven and give it about 10 minutes for the wood to burn and the temperature in the oven to rise to about 200 degrees C. Once the oven's up to temperature and the flames decide to die down a bit, place the lamb into the Ember oven, replacing the front, and leave it to cook for about 2 hours. Now, you don't want massive flames during this time, so keep an eye on the fire as you add your wood or your fuel. You're looking to maintain the temperature of around 180 to 200 degrees C during the 2 hours. So if you see the temperature dropping, you can always add more wood or add fuel for food wood pellets to stoke the flames and increase the heat. During the cooking, turn the lamb tray every 30 minutes or so to ensure even cooking during the process. Now, while the lamb is cooking, let's make our ragu. Roughly dice up onions, carrots and celery and finely chop some garlic cloves. Heat a pan with a little olive oil and then add your vegetables. Cook the vegetables on a medium heat for 5 to 10 minutes until soft and light golden brown. Then add some tomato puree and continue to cook for another 5 minutes. Deglaze the pan with white wine, then bring to the boil, stirring all the time and reduce by half. Then add your passata and cannellini beans to the pan, stir everything together and simmer the beans gently for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, turn off the heat and finish the ragu with a selection of fresh herbs added straight to the pan along with some seasoning. Stir everything together and the ragu is ready for the final stage. Once the lamb has had 2 hours, remove it from the Ember wood oven and remove the foil. The lamb should look something like this, some nice colour, a few crispy bits developing and a little juice and rendered fat left in the tin. Remove the lamb from the tray and then add the bean ragu directly to the fat and juices in the tin and stir everything together. There's a ton of flavour in there, so don't waste it, keep it in those beans. Place the lamb back on top of the beans and then place the whole thing back into the Ember wood oven. Stoke the flames one more time and roast that lamb with a high flame for about 15 minutes to really crisp up the outside of that shoulder. Once cooked, remove from the oven and that's pretty much it. Serve this roasted lamb shoulder in the roasting tin with the beans and finish it with some fresh herbs and lemon zest on top. Then all that's left to do is carve up some lamb, serve up the beans and enjoy your wood-fire roasted lamb shoulder. If you'd like the full recipe or you'd like to know what else you can do with your wood-fired oven, check out the alfrescochef.co.uk and we have loads of information for you there. Happy cooking, we'll see you next time.